That's good grief. This man, Paul Richardson. His numbers are bullshit.
We are at the oldest continually operating
Man,
stadium
yo,
in the NFL
what is,
as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay,
it
Wisconsin.
never fails.
Nothing like the fanfare of
I
introductions to
always
an
play
NFL
this man
game,
in
and that was
horrible
in
weather.
evidence
Like,
a moment
this
ago.
it never
Fireworks,
fails.
pyrotechnics, you name it.
It
This
either
crowd
rains
is
or
ready
snows
as their
every
guys
time I
get
play
set
this
to
man.
match up between the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers.
Ah, it's in Green
And
Bay.
carry
This shit's
over the back line of
terrible.
the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff looking right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him
The
not
fact
running
that they
the ball
don't
well.
have
They told us you need
dynamic
to get it
weather
going.
is
Runs like that
terrible.
help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy.
Holden. Oh, my goodness. As I'm getting tackled.
Flag on the field.
That's terrible.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
Holden.
Right side. That's
Every single time, man.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
All of my linemen are 80 and above, and dude's holding, man.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I don't want to hear that shit. You got the best O-line in the league.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On 1st down, Allen. They'll check it down to Geis.
You in like the 6th grade.
It's an
or
8-yard
something,
pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
What in the world was... I don't know how that was blown dead. Okay, Madden.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Complete. Richardson has it. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards.
4 hot routes. Pick a different play.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Like, I don't know what he picked. Thank you. What? Oh my God. Here we go.
But a teammate
Here we
comes along
go.
and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number.
I don't get turnovers, so when dudes force fumbles.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. That's
really
inside the 20.
Really?
And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down.
My dude fades backward instead of going towards the ball.
Look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Thank you.
And this is going to be Packer football.
Yeah.
So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much.
They got to get rid of that.
You got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And first hook up with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Nah, he gone. He's 40.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
No.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for Packer first.
Somebody gonna try to snatch him up, the coach. Yeah, I wouldn't want to coach. Yeah.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Yeah.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. On second down, here's Rodgers.
Another hold.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say
another hold.
Bakhtiari,
so come on, man.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie
That's
jar.
the third holding penalty I've gotten this game. Good God.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So he didn't set his feet. I stopped.
I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
This is terrible.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. No, check, Patriot.
Allen now on 1st down.
Oh, my goodness.
Intercepted. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
I think. Yeah. Like they just threw the K at the end of his last name for the hell. First name for the hell of it.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I think
and they'll go with the
Clinton
ground attack
the
here.
last one.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver.
Another holding penalty. What the fuck?
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Yeah.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact.
I found out like you gotta wait a second because I did it really fast, and that's why I guess it wasn't registering. The game menu don't load that fast, I guess.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins.
Yeah, that's right.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2
tenth
drives, 2
of a
turnovers
second right there.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down, and they're going to throw it out. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Yeah.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Sheds off the tackle. That one goes for 24 yards.
Pardney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like...
Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the
fucking animation gets on my nerves, man.
49
Oh my God! Yeah.
Last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
Yeah, they never do that in it. I don't know.
Two-hand monster, both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're running right through it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Right, get the fuck out
the drive
here.
starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Like, that shit don't take 2 seconds.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Yeah.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Allen throwing on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gone! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Allen.
Oh, Josh Allen is terrible.
Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could possibly imagine, but sometimes the passes just go
terrible.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
The all-22 shit from TV broadcast? Come on, man. That's terrible.
Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Fucking Paul Richardson.
That is into the end zone for Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
I know what I need to do.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off.
I'm confused in myself.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Nah, the corner.
That's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now Rodgers. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
All right, man. This is
and they get it.
What we doing, Madden?
With just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
This is what we doing, Madden.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now here's a whistle and a timeout.
Well, where's the
called
pancake?
by the receiving team here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
What are you guys doing? Oh, shit.
Now Allen looking to throw on second down. The deep ball for Dotson.
What?
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds
All
now
right,
showing
I don't
on the
know
clock.
what that was, but
the Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that will
that's
be
a pick six.
4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Oh, and
it
his left
takes us
tackle
beyond
got
the
injured.
35 before going out of bounds. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They kept them in it by making the plays that they made.
My goodness.
And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Yeah.
Looking to throw on second down.
Doesn't happen. Oh my goodness. Josh Allen is terrible.
There, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Detroit!
And here's Allen on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Let's go, come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The 13 yards that time at a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's first and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Yeah.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 7. Now Rodgers. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Wow.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Yeah.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
That man never hit the free agency.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Into a double
This
team,
is why throwing touch passes are bullshit.
DJ Swearinger, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Gronkowski the intended target.
Could have just ate the sack.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Trying to lay one up deep.
Wow.
This is caught inside the 15.
How does Paul
And he takes it
Richardson
down deep
burn
into Green Bay territory?
Jair
Big
Alexander?
yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the Redskins
what is Bakhtiari doing?
He goes down for a sack.
Okay.
If I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that,
what is Bakhtiari doing? How does he consistently make the Pro Bowl in this game the way they have him playing? Like,
Rodgers now, after the
ridiculous.
sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, So he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
On the run.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be
Hargraves made a play.
The first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on 2nd down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Rodgers now after the sack. He'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers.
Come on, game.
The ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
On first down, Allen. Josh Doxson's got it.
He caught that.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing on first down is Allen. And
Thank you.
Free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up
He ran the
second
same
down.
play again. What the fuck?
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
But you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And
Wow.
this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at
That
the
is
46.
What
unbelievable.
terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move,
Gosh,
and oftentimes he
man.
catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen to throw once more. Complete. Richardson has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Wait a minute. What is my defense in?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw. Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again.
Hold
It's
it.
complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. And that is
Paul Richardson bullying me, man.
Washington.
Come on, game.
Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the
That is
Redskins are gonna take the
unbelievable.
lead.
Yeah.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The
Yeah.
home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and
Bruce
then following
Sternum.
through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Oh my goodness. He throws that up and bullies my safety. Like, all right, man.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Aaron Rodgers so cool in these situations, but he's got to get his guys moving.
Yeah, they have to be able to have that urgency while still keeping their cool.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. Oh, no.
Come on, game! You gotta be kidding me!
Look at the big man rumble. And they will be
Oh my goodness, man!
back inside the 20.
You've got to be kidding me! I should have just took a timeout and got in something
He
else.
certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind
Oh
is
my
always
God,
remember,
man!
traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Watch it now, Barney!
Geis receives the pitch. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. As they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Thanks. I'll have 5 losses, so.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now the Packers going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On the handoff, it's Geis. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Hurry up, hurry up.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key.
I lose because Paul Richardson
That'll put
bullies
him right
my
at
safety.
99 yards receiving now, as he's got a 1st down.